What up, my Sagittarius peoples? This is your girl Kelly coming straight at you from Boston for the Queen Bee Tarot. Bringing in that fire energy. I feel you guys are all fired up about something. That energy is just going, going, going. Like I feel like I'm flailing my hands for an argument or discussing something passionately. So I feel like you guys are really in your passion right now, especially with this Venus retrograde and now it's moved into Scorpio. So it's like double that passion because we get that passion as well. We just get it in a fiery way. Like we're like little firecrackers, each in our own way. Aries just explodes. Leo thinks about exploding and then eventually does, but the whole crowd is left by then. And then Sagittarius just runs circles around both of us. You have such a spacious, like space, like air, fire energy. And so we're a lot like that. Anyway, what I feel for you guys this month, though, is that we already have a whole bunch of jumpers, guys. Can't even get the intuition out. I always am messing with my tarot deck. So even when I talk to people on Skype, sorry guys, getting this card was not easy. But it looks like... Okay, so you guys have just had some sort of new beginning mentally. It's like everything came in and just changed for you. Like this whole summer we were retrograde with planets, right? And it looks like you guys had that type of energy to where you adjusted well to it. You know, you carried the burden pretty well and you adjusted to it. And now you're fired up, like you've got that Scorpio passion for whatever project you're working on. Mentally, you're going, going, going. I feel like just pure energy right now. I feel like you maybe after, because this whole summer was about getting your karma right? And when the planets do that, they're at war themselves. But, you know, with all of them in retrograde, that means we're all going backwards. It's almost like a clock spinning backwards. To think about what you did in your life that may cause karma and get right with the universe. You'd want to burn a candle if you're still going through it. Burn a white candle. Ask for assistance from whoever you normally do. You know, the archangels are always there for you. You can ask assistance from the gods, the goddesses, the titans, the sirens, whoever you think is going to help you best. Start learning how to work with those energies to help you get the more divine guidance that you're looking for. I feel like a lot of Sagittarius are really seeking themselves and seeking spirituality right now. And you need to ask for that divine guidance for that divine timing you're looking for it. I feel like you've carried a burden. You're ready to put it down, but at the same time, there's still something that you have to learn from it. There's still something there that you need to put work into. I'm feeling like, and I'm not sure, I don't want to say anything yet. Let's get Sagittarius. End of October, beginning of November, please. Let's get fire sign Sagittarius for the collective. So you guys may still be feeling that. And like I said, you can burn a simple white candle and ask for help. I tell everybody, you know, put your apologies out into the universe. If you don't want to call that person and apologize, at least acknowledge that you did that person wrong. Say it out loud, put it out in the universe, apologize for it. The universe and the angels know when you get right with your karma. And so if you're still working on that, and it looks like you are, but you're pretty balanced, you have a whole new mindset of, wow, you have some really seriously positive cards here, Sag. Okay, so it looks like you still have a little bit of karma with male or female in your life, whoever, it looks like an ex-partner. From my point of view, it looks like an ex-partner because this person is showing up the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, and your energy is the Ace of Swords with Temperance. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. But it's telling me you still have some work to do with somebody who was a fake soulmate or somebody who hurt you. You still have some cleaning up to do with that relationship. Yes, and some of you are kind of unsure what to do about it, because it looks like the wheel is in your favor, but your Four of Wands card is in reverse, guys. And you know what's funny is, I mean, you got Judgment upright, the Wheel of Fortune upright, you've got Temperance upright. Like, your whole spread is upright except for two cards, and that's your Four of Wands and that's your King of Pentacles. So that tells me there's something left over with someone going on in your life. There's a karmic piece that you haven't let go. Maybe for some of you it's hard to let go. I get that there was abusive energy there. I'm getting that may not be for the whole of you. It may be for some. So let me just say it now. I'm very well aware that when I read, I pull in either yours or your partner's energy. So apply it to whichever it comes in as and throw out the rest. Like, I definitely know that I read reverse. I read very complex. But take what you can and apply it where it's applicable. And the rest of it, don't try to make it fit. It's not a puzzle. Your life isn't a puzzle. Your life is divinely guided. And if the pieces don't fit, you can't force them to fit. So take what you can, guys, from this reading and throw out the rest. Then if it's spot on for you, and you know what, I really, really appreciate all the likes lately and subscribes. You guys have no idea. This community is growing just the way I wanted it to. I'm really proud to say I have like 3,100 subscribers already. And this includes the time that I was out for the hospital, like 4 times. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. And I've been kind of all over the place with this concussion. It still really hasn't healed yet. I cover it up, most of it, with makeup, but you can still see it here that it's not complete. But don't force the situation to fit. If the shoe fits, it doesn't. Think about Cinderella. You can't force her foot in it. And you can't force it to be big, you know, enough to fit her if her foot is too small. It has to fit just right. So take the parts that fit right, get rid of the rest. If it's not resonating at all, give it a minute and then check your moon sign and check your rising sign. If it's not out yet, it will be out within the next 24 to 48 hours. Or if I'm not the reader for you, because I'm very blunt, I'm very honest, and I'm not going to tell you your soulmate's coming and you know all that blah blah, then there's plenty of you know, wonderful readers on here. Ant from Cancer Moon's Tarot, he's really, really a positive person. I love him. So maybe you could try him. But yeah, that's it. Everything else, I have updated my services and I will be offering a lot more. However, there's really no place to platform it here for YouTube. So I'm just going to put the basic stuff below. If you want a list of services, I can also email that to you so you can see what's available to you. With that being said, all the thumbs up, guys, because YouTube doesn't go by views. It goes by how many thumbs up you've received, because they don't know that you're there. It just counts views. But if you hit the thumbs up, then more people will see the message and it may resonate for somebody. If I blurt out random things, they're usually for something later or for someone. Do not be surprised if I call you another sign or something like that. It may be a specific group of you dealing with a certain sign and it just pops out. So that's that. I mean, you know, you guys have a choice to make here. And I'm going to clarify with my other deck, because the feeling I get from this is that, give me 1 minute. There is love there between you and this person, but it's not what you're seeking in the sense of a soulmate to teach you a lesson, or if you're at that divine male, divine female point. it's telling me that it's like an unrequited love. And either the circle needs to be closed or the hurts need to be let go. You need to put the burden down with the Ten of Wands. But you have a judgment, a decision here to make. And you even have the Two of Swords here. I don't know if hopefully you can see that without glare. The Two of Swords here letting you know that you need to make a decision. And Judgment is here with it. Letting you know that your decision-making process has really been on point lately, Sagittarius. You've been making really, really good decisions, you know. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright for you. The Ten of Wands is in the upright. It means you're ready to end that journey, you know. So you've got the wheel here. So you've got all good intentions, but there's a decision to be made, and it's about your future happiness. It's about your future happiness. I'm getting the feeling like I want to make sure I get this right. Because with this concussion, all kinds of energy be flying around here. It'd be getting a little bit cramped. And I can't read everything at once. And it literally smushes itself into my room. And it like squishes me so I can't breathe. So I feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, if you see here, you've got a tarot reader there. And she's got the card in her hand. And in her hand reveals their destiny. And it's almost like they're standing there waiting. And the child is watching the tarot reader. One of the dogs is watching the tarot reader. The other dog is engulfed in what the two grown-ups are doing. And it's windy, and it's as if they're waiting for her to tell them what this is going to be. It's your decision, Sagittarius, on what this is going to be. That's what she's letting you know. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Things are going really good for you right now. You're ready to end this cycle right here. You're ready to end the cycle with the Ten of Wands. You're ready to put down all the burden. And the burden seems to be this person here. Because your first energy, and I'm saying this twice for a reason. Some of you may have missed it the first time or what. But your first energy is a change. It's a very, very positive change for you. I feel your mindset it's been like a paradigm shift almost. And your mindset is brand new. You see everything in a new spiritual light. And it's telling you you're balanced now. You're balanced out. You put in the work. You put in the work, but you forgot to close out something. Whatever this is, there is love there. I'm not doubting that there's love there, but it's not sustainable. This little tiny cup is not sustainable for a long time. And that's what I'm getting. You really love somebody, but what they're giving you is not sustainable. It's not something that you can go on. And I feel like those feelings are kind of, you know that you have to let them go. Or forgive them. I'm getting a good part of you needs to put the work in to forgive. Forgiveness. We've got the Four of Wands here in reverse. So this person was not a soulmate for you, but either a fake soulmate or a man-made connection that went wrong. And who you expected them to be with, you know, I get with being this new person spiritually and being whole with yourself. You put in so much work, and then you got to the end and they weren't who you expected them to be. They were this. And so while there's disappointment there, Sagittarius, there's still, you know, happy endings to be had. I mean, you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is you know, you got the lesson a little slow. It was kind of in slow motion for you. You know, it lasted a long time. It looks like you guys finally got your shit right. You figured it out. But then in comes this Knight of Pentacles at the very, very end with Judgment to let you know you have a decision to make. and you know what you have to do, but the decision's going to be on you whether or not you're fated for the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Wands. And now I'm going to clarify, guys. I'm going to clarify with my other deck. So let's bring in Sagittarius energy for the end of October, beginning of November, please. Let's give them the most truthful story that we possibly can. Sagittarius energy, please. Let's bring in that fire energy. I love fire energy. I love all different energies. I like that I get to work with them. Compartmentalize like all my fire energy and work with water signs, which isn't easy, you know. I mean, it's not easy to do, but it's so fascinating, you know, to feel all that emotion, to feel all that air and earth. Come on, start giving me the story. Okay. Yeah, okay. So with your Ace of... Oh, here we go. I need to cut my nails again. I already cut them once. With your Ace of Wands, there's that repeat card, the Knight of Pentacles. Now, in this deck, he's upright because I feel like you're moving in the right direction. But I feel like you're kind of irritated that in order to maintain this and keep it, you've now got to go back after the work you've done and do one little thing that you forgot, and you feel like it's a minute thing, you know, and it's like, oh, after all the work I've done, do I really have to? And this is like, yes, in order to keep yourself right on the karmic wheel, which you are doing a fantastic job of, mind you. And like I said, you know, this is balancing you out, and you were ready to give love to this person. Now, this can be male or female energy. You were ready to give love to this person. You put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of work. There's your Eight of Pentacles. That's your work card. That's your skill card. You put in a lot of work with this person. Now, I'm going to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the energy between you and this person is you're putting in work and they're not allowing you past their barrier. They're not allowing you in. You're only getting so far before you're taking 10 steps back. And I feel a frustration level here of this person just won't let me in. Like they've been so hurt in the past or whatever, you know, fuck this, I'm done. Like I've done everything I can. I'm done trying to break through this wall. Like you're on your own type of energy. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Like I was saying before, you expected this person to come in the upright. They had, you know, acted like they had their shit together, acted like they were interested in doing this with you, and, you know, made the commitment haphazardly, really. They just, you know, jumped into the commitment, and you expected this King of Pentacles to stand up to that, and he came in the reverse and instead showed up as really immature, not offering much, not really, you know, vibrating on a level that a grown person should be, but I feel like this is weird. Okay, please leave comments. I feel like some of you, it's like incessant gaming. Like this person is grown, but they are absolutely obsessed with video games. And some of you are sick of waiting for them to take you out. I don't know where that came from. Please leave comments. But this person came in and showed up like this with this tiny little offer. It's unrequited love, like I said. You know, this tiny little cup is not going to sustain you, and neither is this one pentacle. Don't ask me where the gaming thing came from. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't come at me because I don't know. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. And it looks like maybe you got tired of carrying the burden and tired of fighting this constant wall and only getting like, here's a tiny little piece of me. You were carrying 10 wands trying to get through to this person. It reminds me of Love on the Brain by Rihanna. If you haven't heard it, it is a little bit explicit, but this reminds me of Love on the Brain by Rihanna. For the fact that, like, you felt like you kept building it and then they would just take it and smash it, you know, and it's just like a cycle, and you got sick of it. You got sick of trying to make it work, of making plans and having them break it, or whatever it is that they're doing, that they're holding on so tight. You're just sick of it. It's time for an Ace of Wands with something new. And that's the feeling that I'm getting from whatever it is that you have to close off. So if you don't want to talk to this person, acknowledge to the universe that you apologize for your part in it, and send it out into the universe. Speak it out. You know, I really apologize for the way my relationship went with whoever. I'd like to apologize for the time that I screamed at them and said this. You know, pour it out. Put it out there, and your karma's good. You got the Wheel of Fortune, but then guess what? The Ace of Swords. So it's like you're stuck mentally not knowing how to make this decision, and also stuck mentally trying to figure out if this person was a soulmate or not. It's almost like they had you thinking that they were a soulmate. They were mirroring you. There's one sign that mirrors people, and then when you find out who they truly are, it's like they mirror people to make them happy, and then make it really, really hard for you to get to know them. So I can't remember who it is for the life of me, but you very, very rarely get to know them, and I feel like this is what happened here. You were trying like hell to figure out who this person was. Did they belong in your life? Was this divine guidance? Don't kill the messenger. No, it wasn't divine guidance. Let me see if I can just get clarification for the rest of these so I can keep going, guys. And I brought back something fun that everybody used to love. Getting goofy here. Getting goofy with you guys. Uh-oh. I see the High Priestess. Where'd she go? Hold on, guys. We got a jumper, and I think she actually went, like, under the table. Yep, sure did. And she's in the upright. So, babies, she is telling you, you already know what to do. And I will get to who she is paired with in just a minute. You know, I always say, why can't I get like a really good love reading where I get a happily ever after for somebody, for some of you, you know, like life is so complicated and full of so many emotions and so many things. And especially when you start to take that, you know, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine journey. Boy, that shit is hard. It is not an easy road. And let me tell you, it is amplified like times 1,000 when it's your divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay. This is a good reading. This is a really good reading for you. This is awesome. So, with the Four of Wands, what I have here is this guy is like, you know, it's like, hold on, I'm getting both energies. How is that possible? With him, he was fighting to keep you out, if this applies to him. He was taking a stance to keep you out. But from the other side, you were taking a stance to how you were being treated and starting to realize this person was a fake soulmate. So I feel like there were arguments where you had to take a stance and say, like, you're not putting in the work, or you're not letting me in, you know, I'm getting tired of trying, that kind of thing, like all this toxicity. And maybe that's why you need to handle the karma for that. The next thing we have is, like I said, this tiny little offer of love is not, it's unrequited love. And we've got the High Priestess here to tell you that I'm right. And so were you. You knew that this person came in the reverse, and they weren't even supposed to be who they were. Maybe they didn't even have a job. They just sat around and played video games all day. They lost their job. Maybe they were not dependable. That's what you get with a page. Just unresponsible, irresponsible, don't want to take responsibility for their actions, and don't want to grow up and realize that they have bills, and, you know, just things like that. Just minute, simple things that everyday average people do, this person didn't want to do, and your instinct was kind of like, what's going on here? Right next to the Judgment card, you've got the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Judgment. So you've got Judgment here both times. So they're watching this karma, and they know that you have the information to make the decision, the right decision, because the card paired with this is giving too much. Giving too much. And your lesson here was like, okay, we're going to let you get all the way through the summer and deal with all that karma, and right when you think you're good, bam, here's the Knight of Pentacles. Your lesson in this is that you're giving too much. Put up boundaries, Sagittarius. Boundaries. This is talking about putting up boundaries with people. And it looks like this decision is hard for you because it's got extreme emotional devastation. Maybe this person is unbalanced. Maybe this person is not going to deal with this well. And if you've already let them go, either way, it seems like you have to break your own heart and realize they're not your soulmate or anyone even close to it. And it's a double-edged sword. You're breaking both your hearts. And I'm really sorry about that. If there's anything that I can do, please email me. That's a really, really tough decision, and you have no choice. Literally double-edged sword. And whatever you do devastates, you know, whoever, you and the other person. The last thing we have is you with your happiness, with your tarot reader here, like, what's the decision you're going to make? Are you going to take this? And it looks like you are. You're coming out in the upright as the Empress. How amazing is that? Even though you're going through this really difficult decision and things are really hard for you right now, you come out the Empress, being happy, being financially secure, or whatever it is that you desire. You're going to put down the Ten of Wands and pick up the Ace of Wands, and you're going to move forward with a new journey on the Ace of Pentacles. For a further read, just contact me. That's all I have for the cards, but I do have something fun. But if you want to look further into it, let me know, and we can schedule a reading. My information will be in the box below. And if you'd like to, you know, get more into spirituality, email me for a list of prices and things that I offer. That would be fantastic. And that is it, my dears. So I'm going to do something fun with you that I used to do with everyone in the beginning. It just kind of, since all of our readings end on such a crappy note, I was hoping that bringing back the advice from unicorns might make you guys feel a little better with, you know, the way things have been going, you know, with Venus in retrograde and all that kind of good stuff. So advice from unicorns is back. It has returned. It's a cute, fun little thing. So what do we have for Sagittarius? Oh, God, why is everything jumping? We have, don't be basic, obviously. It used to, you can't see it. It used to be a calendar, and I found it funny. There. I found it funny because when I started reading one day, like, these fell off, and the ones that fell off applied to my reading. So they're saying, don't be basic, go for the happiness. Okay, get some hobbies. There's always time to do what you love. So the unicorns are letting you know to take some you time after this whole whatever this is. Take some you time, lick your wounds, get yourself back to normal, get into your spiritualism, and just keep going. You got to keep going, guys. Can't give up. Change is sexy. And it is. I always tell people it is easier to let go than it is to hold on. And I wish I had realized that a long time ago in my life. I would have saved myself so much aggravation. But no, I had to learn the hard way. I'm an Aries. Get, give, be, believe in, decide on, commit to, embrace, work toward, fight for, love. So after everything that you've been through, it's telling you to try again. There may be something divine right around the corner. After all that work you did, you deserve it. Okay. The last one is the end is decided. You've just got to choose to take the journey. So you know what you have to do. I hate these ones because you can't see it. You know what you have to do. I almost called you Aquarius. So maybe there's a lot of you dealing with an Aquarius. I think I might have called you Scorpio earlier. Some of you dealing with the Scorpio, but you know, you see what I mean about the advice from unicorns fitting right into the readings. I thought that would be a fun way to end it instead of a heavy, goddesses and titans energy. I figured I'd end it on a light note, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please remember, if you're watching this, hit the like button so that YouTube knows you're here. This is Kelly coming straight at you out of Boston for the Queen Bee Tarot, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out.